Oh shit, you caught me in the act drinking alcohol. My apologies. Welcome to the Lyricist Podcast. You're now rocking with your man, Lyricist K Spiffy and Dear for Life. We're here to talk about some shit. So before we do that, Dear for Life, what's going on with you, homie?
What up? Just chilling, following this Mavs Thunder game. Mavs up by 5 with 5 minutes left. I took the Mavs, told y'all.
All right. K Spiffy.
What's up, y'all? Hope y'all safe. Hope y'all doing good.
All right, man. We are here to talk about the obvious shit. Drake versus Kendrick. But before we hop into Drake versus Kendrick, give me a moment to tell TikTok, fuck you. And the reason why I want to say fuck you is because I was on a panel, okay? Didn't say a word. Got suspended for 7 days. Like, that's like getting fired on your day off. I'm on a panel, muted up, didn't say a word. Next thing you know, the live went down. My boy, the host, got a 10-minute ban. Next thing you know, I get a message. I got a 7-day ban for hate speech. What the fuck did I say? With my, what was it, my third eye? They was reading my mind, and they just like, oh, fuck it, let's just kick them off and ban them for 7 days. Straight up muted. Had everybody pissed that, you know, they wanted to hear me talk. And I was like, well, got to go to my second account. So yeah, TikTok. If you survive the government shit, it's still fuck you. I just need to get that off my soul. Like, I'm done with it now.
Yeah, they was
Clip
reporting
this.
you, bro. Just
Yeah, clip
that's
this. So now that the battle is officially over, the battle and the war is officially over, I think Kendrick won it in one fell swoop. You know, what do you guys think about the outcome? Okay.
We going with the scoreboard analogy?
We're going on with the overall outcome.
Um,
It's up to you. I mean, it's really however you decide to answer it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no delusional shit if that's what you're hoping.
Like what?
Like
Bro,
something crazy like Drake 4-0 or some dumb shit. Like,
bro, you far from delusional. I don't expect that shit from you at all.
you know what I assessed. Like I said, I think if anything, it's 4-1. Well, no, yeah, 4-1. No, wait. Are we doing it like? Because I see what people do. Like they'll scoop in like that and they'll put 5-0 in there. So are we judging like that too?
I mean, like that, yeah. I mean, that's what started off. I mean, that's what the initial response was. But because everybody like first person shooter, it was dope because of Cole.
But it wasn't a diss though.
No, he was dissing. He was dissing like a motherfucker. Cole threw some shots too about the whole big stepping line. That was a shot. That was a deliberate shot. So,
but how he mentioned him. Drake didn't even say a word about him.
But the thing is, he mentioned it. No, Drake did. Drake was saying some shit too.
No, he didn't mention him positively.
No. But Cole didn't either. Cole,
yeah, he did.
I mean, Cole pretty much said that, yeah, you know, he's a part of the big three, but he also had the shit slighting him about the whole big stepper stuff. It's like, okay, so you compliment, but it's a backhanded compliment. That's why Kendrick called him foul. Not like us. Yeah.
I don't know what these niggas think nowadays.
Maybe that's
I didn't view it as it was negative. I felt like J. Cole was being more positive than Drake because Drake didn't even mention the dude, which I felt like Drake is still not felt the same way. Like he's always felt. So I mean, I didn't view it as a diss. I thought it would be cool if Kendrick was there, but I didn't take it as that.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Derek?
I'm not sure what the score is. All I know is Kendrick's just assassinated this dude lyrically. And that last track Drake put out was worse than mid. It was bad because it was not even a diss track. He was just on the defense. He was just trying to take up for himself. And then at the end when he was talking, it was so cringe. I couldn't even listen to it. But yeah, man, this is no contest. The ref had to stop the fight. This one.
I mean, I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are not going to agree with us. It was never close to begin with. It was never close. Drake's best shit that he released was Family Matters. Outside of that shit, I mean, Push Ups was good,
Push Ups is better than Family Matters.
but Push Ups wasn't good enough to say that it was a decent shot at Kendrick. It wasn't good enough. I'm like, yeah, he had some funny moments in it, but it was because of everybody else he tagged, like into something. But
Family Matters has the same formula though.
yeah, it's a shit formula. This dude's tagging you directly. Everybody else is quiet, so y'all can do y'all thing. And hats off to everybody that shut their mouth during that entire time. Ross was just trolling. I don't care about him trolling because Drake did fuck with him too. So ASAP didn't jump in. Weekend, nobody else jumped in. They let Kendrick do his thing. So hats off to those guys that just did not try to confirm the 20v1 bullshit and let him handle Kendrick one-on-one. So there'd be no fucking excuses. So here's my problem though, is that Drake thought that he was going to be able to sun Kendrick. So he was so fucking confident going into the shit. He was overconfident with that. Nah, nigga. You gonna go through with this one? Nah. You waited 10 years for this. 10, 15 years, whatever the fuck he said. So it seemed like after all this time, he was still unprepared. And then he made the cardinal mistake of mentioning his man's wife, then talking about his son. I don't give a fuck what came out of Kendrick's mouth. Everybody want to talk about, well, it wasn't the truth. It wasn't the truth. Has anybody debunked if he had a child or not? No. A daughter or not. Nobody has debunked that shit. But you know what was debunked multiple times? The domestic violence shit. Do you want to know what else was debunked? The fucking paternity of his son. So everything that he could have said about Kendrick, it didn't stick. Not as well as Kendrick's jabs did. Kendrick's shit stuck. So, and that was my biggest problem with Drake was that his red button was Family Matters, but nobody knew that.
That's what I was about to say. Family Matters was supposed to be his big thing, like that. It left off the end of the first track, and then he tried to bait Kendrick into responding because he thought Family Matters was going to be it. And before Family Matters dropped, I remember 50 Cent tweeted something like, "I heard Drake got a bomb or something." So that was Drake's big plan, to drop Family Matters. As soon as he dropped it, it was a dud because Kendrick dropped right after him, and just everybody forgot about it. So, I mean, Drake, like going back to the score, some people say it's 4-1, but if you say Kendrick swept this fool, I don't have a problem with that.
Kendrick swept him. It wasn't
close. Bro, he did not sweep him.
It wasn't close at all.
A 4-1 still isn't close either.
I mean, why would I even give him one?
If
give him the one for push-ups?
I mean, but that's not against Kendrick. That's against everybody else.
But what shots landed at Drake?
It's about Kendrick and everybody else.
But the thing
that's like Family Matters. It's like about Kendrick and everybody else.
But hold on. So here's my question, UK. Do you think the height jokes was good? Do you think him lying?
That's the best thing to go at him, honestly.
And it, like the shit about Top and Top coming out laughing about that shit, like, bro, I ain't got 50% of this man shit. What you talking about? And then for him, what killed that shit, push-ups as a whole, the concept of like, he had to give up 50% and shit was the fact that not only that Top came out and debunked that shit, the fact that Kendrick was like, let's run it back and see your splits. Because you was signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. So that right there, he only take push shit and flip it. It's just the fact that we all know that. We can see it. We couldn't tell what the fucking divvy up was for with Kendrick, like not off of face value, but we already knew about Drake's situation. Wayne sold his motherfucking like his masters and shit. So it was like at the end of the day, it's like, but who was Wayne signed to? Okay, and who was they signed to? That was all public knowledge. So that kind of like takes the gas out of that shit. So all he had was hype jokes. in a little line about Whitney, which was debunked anyway. So it's like the more that came out, push-ups, the best part about push-ups was the shots at Rick Ross, the jab at The Weeknd, the jab at A$AP Rocky.
The Metro lines, most memorable line.
The
Drake
Metro
throughout
line.
this whole time. I said,
And that's another thing, is that out of
Don't let me
everyone,
think about that one. That line is funny.
and everything that followed that, Drake did not have shit that was quotables after that. Every other diss
his best lines are to other rappers, but also the best lines to Kendrick. Yes, I agree. Is like the height jokes. I agree, but I'm looking at it. I don't understand how Family Matters is better than Push-Ups. I really don't, because like it's just like front to end, like Family Matters seems like it's more bloated.
Yeah, it was bloated. I will give you that. But it was concentrated. It was more concentrated most of the song. So it was like reverse. So it was more Kendrick this time on Family Matters. And then he jabbed at the other guys later on. You know what I mean? So it was
we acquainting the lies? Because I feel like he lied more on Family Matters than even if he did on Push-Ups.
Well, I have to say this too. When it comes to rap battles, I can't get caught up in the lies because we don't know shit. So, that person, I mean, I tell people all day, Pac did not lie about messing around with Big's wife. He didn't lie about that. People felt like he did. He did not lie about it at all. But the thing is that, Rick Ross said that he was richer than 50 Cent. We all know that ain't the case. Even when 50 was going through the bankruptcy don't mean broke. It means reorganization of assets. That's what that means. So, that don't mean the person lost their wealth. So this shit, like, it was crazy stuff that was being said. I can't say that either side lied about anything. I don't have enough proof to say that. So if I don't think Drake will go out of his way and try to find a documentation of like the DV shit. But it's a whole lot easier to say, well, Drake, I don't have to prove the pedophilia shit because it's all over the internet.
Well, even if they both did what they both did, I'm not gonna sit here and lie like what Drake is doing is worse, because what Drake is doing is worse.
Absolutely worse.
So Kendrick might put his hand on a child. Okay, Kendrick might have an alleged child. His child might be Dave Freeze or whatever. But like either way, you're not a dad. You probably got more baby mamas out there, which he also alluded to. Mm-hmm. You have gambling issues, you have drinking habits, you have your accusations against pedophiles, you hang around pedophiles, you do sex trafficking. Like these are all things that are worse.
And we're already seeing the footage of the security guard tossing out the stuff that Kendrick got.
No, but this is also the Universal and Nike on standby, ready to strip him from every investment they ever had on Drake.
You heard about that, right? With the what happened?
Yeah, I saw the screenshot. I saw everything. It was they called PG Lang and EXO into a meeting with OVO, and Universal and Nike's telling them, Kendrick, hey, can you drop the accusations because we're gonna lose a shit ton of money. So they're telling them, hey, can you drop it? EXO conceded to dropping it, but PG Lang, Kendrick is basically saying, no, I'm standing on business. Like, I'm not dropping this.
Yeah, as he should. But also, I mean, they had accusations that followed that meeting with this saying that, that stuff was stolen, like the pill bottles and the shirt and the gloves and everything. They trying to, and he threatened them, was like, look, you keep it up, I'm gonna let my lawyer do the rest. But if you look at the footage shows the security guard threw the stuff out. Threw it out. So anything discarded at that point is public access. So, your security guard was the leak. He was the leaker. That's what it looks like. He was the mole. Look at that. Go figure, Drake. Everything the Weeknd said. Weeknd shit is aging beautifully, isn't it?
Also, A$AP Rocky got cooked.
A$AP got cooked. I mean, he cooked him on a Oh, what was that?
Family Matters.
Your Family Matters.
That shit was bad. I'm not gonna lie. He got you there, buddy. He said, "I didn't even know you made music. I thought people just talk about your fits, and you'll probably just drop a baby instead of an album."
Which is true. Which is true. They got
I'm
another baby
probably the
boy,
biggest one on A$AP Rocky here. I can't even lie. That nigga got you.
I know you are. That's why I was like, when you say that, yeah.
He got you.
But I had to say this, man. Is I feel wholeheartedly. I got my screaming little baby in the back end. Everybody's starting to leave now.
Oh, you're good.
But yeah, man. No, it's like his best thing now is to ride off into the sunset. I predicted this a while back. I said if Kendrick and Drake get into it, Drake may not recover from it. It's looking like all signs are pointing to him. He ain't gonna recover from this shit. You know, his shit's pretty shattered right now. But what's your thoughts, dear?
Yeah, I mean Drake's still gonna be relevant as far as what you hear on the radio, as far as the females, they're still gonna rock with Drake. And I'm sure a lot of the fanboys or the Drizzy fanboys are still going to rock with him no matter what he says or does. But as far as, from a purist perspective or an MC or looking back at this battle, Drake's going to lose credibility as far as, the sport of hip hop. So there's a dent in his armor. There's no reparation. And he's going to feel the residual effects from this for the rest of his career.
I can say this. I don't think Drake is a culture vulture. I don't think that. But I think the culture has done more for him than what he has done for the culture. Honestly.
Yeah.
He's a culture vulture, bro.
I mean, I'll let you come out and say it. I'm trying to be nice.
You can argue that, yeah, for sure.
No, but he is. If you take different cultures and implement it in your style, maybe the term culture vulture is distasteful. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
but
because
it's not like he doesn't influence his own style with other styles in other states, because he does that. He does do that.
He's given nothing to hip hop. He's given nothing to the hip hop culture. Nothing.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. I mean, but that's why I said I wouldn't call him a culture vulture. I would say that he's given nothing that Kanye couldn't give us. He's given nothing that Anderson .Paak couldn't give us. He's given us nothing that other artists that couldn't give us. Is the fact that when you got Nike and fucking UMG having a meeting to stop the bleeding because you can't win a battle that you fucking started, you gave nothing to the culture. You just a fucking pawn. You're a big ass pawn that they're trying to protect now. So either you're a plant, which it goes against everything I want to believe about Drake. It's like either you're a plant or you're just a fucking puppet. I prefer you be a puppet, because if you're a plant, man, oh man, I'm looking at you differently, and I may have to side with Kendrick wholeheartedly. I'd like to see him walk away from this shit. I like to see him still have a career, but even the women are looking at him differently now. So he may not recover from this. It's my opinion. Christopher, it's on you.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. I already said what I said. I think even when Drake is always gonna be relevant somehow. Maybe he might have like a drop in like charts and things of that nature, but like he still can drop a single out of his sleep to get some kind of revenue.
Yeah, so I agree. He's got a Hotline Bling or One Dance in his pocket. He could drop that anytime.
I don't think so. I don't think he can. He would have to.
You not see how many delusional fans are out there? He's gonna still get plays.
Yeah, he has delusional fans, but guess what? The masses have spoken. The media has spoken. Guess who controls the masses? The media. The media is saying he lost to Kendrick. All hail Kendrick, the new king, the new GOAT of hip hop. That's what they're saying.
I hope so.
That's Glaze though.
That's what they're saying. It's not me. Hot 97, fucking Rolling Stone, Power 105,
Are y'all impressed by this? I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed by it. I mean,
because I know this should happen.
Even CNN.
No, CNN is just trying to get clicks.
Hey, it's working. Because let's talk about something they never talk about. Yeah, it's working. Go ahead. Dude.
They still gonna play Drake's music in the club though. When you in the club and you drinking and you vibing, you don't care about none of the shit we talking about, right? Huh?
You know what they doing in the clubs right now?
What they doing? Oh, I know. Yeah, that I feel that. Yeah, for sure.
They playing Drake hottest shit that he had in the club. Then right behind that playing Not Like Us.
Right, Not Like Us. But Kendrick usually, I mean, there's a Kendrick wave that I guess you could play at the club certain times, but usually Drake's popping in the club, or they're playing him.
I agree, but not lately.
Right. I don't view music that way anyway. I don't care how many times it gets played in the club.
I don't even talk about that.
Discography is not better. I do not care.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with that too.
But this takes him out. This takes Drake out of any conversation of GOAT. Drake is not a top 100 rapper.
He was never. Whoa.
He is not. Yeah, I said it. He's not a top 100 rapper. That motherfucker can't even defend. Nah. And don't get me on the greatest all time, like in a GOAT conversation. That motherfucker don't even touch a list of 1,000.
He shouldn't even be in any GOAT conversations before this.
But yeah, but that's why I'm saying it's for the delusional Drake fans. Is that this guy
yanking them out of the top 100 is insane though.
Oh yeah, I'm yanking them out. What, like GOAT conversation?
Who's the top? You have top 100 GOAT list?
There's a top 100 actual like greatest of all time artists. Yeah.
Oh, just artists, period.
Just rappers. I mean, if we just go off of hip hop artists, yeah. He's not.
No, I'm saying I thought you meant like artists like in all genres.
In all genres, bro. He definitely not fucking touching that list.
Oh, I thought
he's doing all genres.
I thought that's what you meant.
No, hip hop.
You said rappers.
Yeah, rappers. He's not top 100.
Not what makes him not top 100? Is it the Ghost shit?
What Ghost shit? The Ghostwriter shit?
Is that what
it's the Ghostwriter shit? He got thumped by Kendrick. He got thumped by he got destroyed by Pusha T. He hasn't won a single fucking battle outside of Meek Mill. You could honestly say Joe Budden dog walked him.
I don't even think that happened.
He ran from that battle. He ran from that attention. You got beat the fuck up by Diddy. I'm naming all his miscues. Everything that's happened that he's been doing, as a person, Drake is a walking miscue in hip hop.
Bro, did you remember when he was teasing us about battle rapping? Could you imagine him in battle rap?
No.
They would have tore his ass up. He would have been crying.
Drake would have been cannabis.
Yes.
He would have been cannabis. Give me a second. I gotta grab my phone. I swear it's all right here. It's all right here. Give me a second. Like, no, bro. It ain't no second. It ain't no third, no fourth, no fifth. It's like Drake's fans is dancing to Kendrick shit. How many more ways can Drake take a loss? That's what I want to know.
So you assess where rappers rank based off of 1v1s?
I'm overall performance. Look, man, ain't nothing hip hop about Drake's fucking success. Ain't nothing hip hop about it. Ain't nothing culturally like,
maybe not culturally revolutionary.
Yeah,
I agree with that, but like that nigga in the 2010s, at least the first half was good.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, it's like.
But then also it had ghostwriter accusations.
You could make an argument for Jack Harlow. What's the difference between Jack Harlow and motherfucking Drake? It's like Jack Harlow now is what Drake was then.
You're hating.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's too easy to put a finger on. Oh, I've seen this before. You look at Jack Harlow, you say, "Oh, that was Drake." Yeah, the way that he's trying to, make the shift and all that other stuff towards poppy hip hop shit. Jack Harlow. Post Malone did it too. Mac Miller was on his way.
G-Eazy did it.
G-Eazy did it. But guess who did it before all of them? Vanilla Ice. So he's like, at the end of the day, I'm like, nothing that these niggas do surprise me. Nothing that Drake does surprise me. Drake is not a one of one. There's a bunch of motherfuckers out there that could do what Drake does. It's a bunch. And that includes Russ. How many of those motherfuckers do it better though? That's what it comes down to. How many of them actually do it better? I don't think Jack Harlow does it better. I think
So what does Drake do that everybody can do? Like
that
what in particular?
Kanye did better than him.
Well, we know
808s and
Kanye's
Heartbreak.
better than him.
Yeah, 808s and Heartbreak. Shit, Russ ran away with this shit. This motherfucker's first artist in Egypt. Sold the fuck out. Do it what Drake did, but in his own fucking way, singing and rapping.
But
So
Drake's
it's like,
a better singer though.
no, he's not. Drake's not a better singer than Russ. No.
Yeah, he is.
No,
Drake's best asset is singing.
bro.
That's his best. That's his best thing. It's singing and his versatility. That's his best thing.
Yeah, you probably should go listen to a Russ album.
I have. I heard the pitch of their voices. I heard the pitch of their voices. Drake is a better singer, comfortably. So it's not a knock. It's Drake can sing. That's what he can do. That's what separates him from
Drake
other
is
rappers.
not better than Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak got more bars than Drake, and he can sing better.
That's fair. That's fair. They both have versatility though.
Yeah, but the thing is, Russ with his eyes closed shits on that niggas, especially melodically. With his eyes closed, melodically in the studio setting, that motherfucker can't touch Russ. He would actually hire Russ to write for him, honestly. For his melodies, Russ's melodies is superior to Drake's.
This conversation is getting somewhere else.
No, it's not. I'm just saying that there's other artists that does shit that does what he does, but do it better. I just gave an example.
I'm just looking at one particular attribute. I don't understand.
Okay, rapping, he is not good. Rapping, anybody that I can name from the top 100 will dog walk his ass rapping. He already proved it. Kendrick proved it. He could not rap in the same fucking hemisphere. I don't care how many little clever little short lines he had. That's all you got. You see what the game just did to Rick Ross? And I don't even give a shit about that. Rick Ross don't even care about it. But you see the bars he was dropping on him for him being an irrelevant motherfucker? Drake is not even, he can't even fuck with the game on his worst day.
That's true.
But Drake is a mid rapper.
He's below mid. He's
not below mid. We're just hating now. We're just hating.
It's not hating. This is not hating.
If he's below mid, then he's like Playboy Cardi.
Nah,
because he's even worse.
Nah, see, so it's below mid, which is average, like below average.
No, mid is average.
No, hold on. Well, let me finish. Stop cutting me off, man. God damn, calm down, man. Your hair is out. You acting wild, motherfucker.
No, I'm just saying because the word.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you, bro. Look, no. What I'm saying is that he's not even average good. If you get him to rap all the time, you will see the flaws in his flow.
Trust me, I see this nigga's flaws. Trust me, it blows my mind just like you when we hear these delusional ass fans. I believe you. I believe you.
I don't think he's better than Tizo Touchdown. Rapping wise.
Tizo definitely sings better than him.
Yeah, Tizo's a beast. But it's like, like rapping, man, I don't think this motherfucker can see. I don't think he can see Chris Brown.
Rapping now? Are you judging his rapping now or all time?
All time. I don't think he can see Chris Brown.
Okay, yeah, now we're definitely.
I don't think you can see, because all time. Okay, let's fair. Okay, look, let's be fair. With all his endorsements, with all his endorsements and everything else, do you think he's been writing his raps this entire time?
If he hasn't been writing his raps, I agree with you. You should like definitely like dock him for it. But like, let's just hypothetically say he was like he wrote everything. Nigga, you're hating, nigga.
No,
you're hating.
I don't.
You're saying he's a mid rapper. That's not a mid rapper. That's like a.
I don't
like
even have. Look, I don't even have a realm where like that shit actually exists. Like, bro, come on, look, rap shit. Drake is not a rapper, bro. He is not a rapper.
He doesn't have the mindset of a rapper.
He does not have it, man.
Like if he's in a room full of other rappers and they want to pitch him a line, he'll be like, okay, let's do that. Let's collaborate. But if like a real rapper or MC, they pitch an MC a line, he's like, there's no way he's going to spit somebody else's line.
No, I mean, and that's the thing. And it's like, bro, you've been getting help and so much help. Like your ghostwriters is telling on you and everything else. You can make something sound good, okay? But you're not it. You're like Milli Vanilli, okay? But it's like your presentation is what they wanted. They don't care if you can write the music. They don't care if you can produce it. They want your presentation.
I disagree with.
He
I know-
disagreed.
I
I
know
would
you
disagree with that too.
He's not a rapper. Okay, he's
I
a
agree with that. Yeah.
he's an entertainer. Okay, that's it. He's a pop
I-
star.
I just think the nigga's best attributes are his singing and his versatility.
But
You're both
singing,
making good points.
I mean, but singing and trying to be top dog in like fucking hip hop, it doesn't go hand in hand. Because it's like he lacks the ability. His pen is weak as shit.
Okay, it's not, but it's not as super weak as what you think it is, Liz. It's not
very
like dummy weak. Okay.
Anytime I ask for help, is weak.
Who's name some rappers that, again, take out the ghostwriting tags.
Okay.
Who is he? Who can he not write better than?
He can't write better than Ghostface.
No, bro, we're not talking about niggas that are obvious. We're talking about niggas that we know.
He can't write better than Russ. He ain't fucking with
Anyway,
Russ.
you have a Russ bias. Go ahead.
No, it's not. It's not a Russ bias. Dear, would you agree with that?
I have not heard enough from Russ. I'll be honest with you.
That's fine. That's fine. But can we name some more? Name some more.
Okay, he can't fuck with Post.
Post Malone.
Yeah,
that's a good one actually.
He can't fuck with Post.
Post Malone is not that great of a lyricist either.
But the thing is that you say it as a writer from like melodic shit. He's also written some hip hop shit too, so he's pretty strong there too. What's the kid name from?
Doesn't Post Malone have ghostwriter allegations too?
Not to my knowledge though.
I heard Joey Badass wrote Congratulations.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But that's what I'm saying. First of all,
he ain't fucking with JID.
That's an obvious one. You keep naming obvious niggas.
But you told me to name people. You didn't say where to go.
Post Malone is such a low bar. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You need to name some more names, bro. That's not it.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. JID.
That's an obvious one.
J Rock. Schoolboy Q.
J Rock that's obvious. That's all these niggas are obvious.
But they're not obvious to everybody.
Yeah, it's not obvious to everybody. So I'm just naming a bunch of niggas.
To me, that niggas that know better, that's obvious.
Royce the 5'9".
That's obvious.
Hide the Prince.
Can I name some names and you tell me yes or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Black Milk.
What about Kanye now?
Yeah, he's better than Kanye now. Pen wise.
He hated. No, but go ahead. I think it's a toss up, honestly. But
you think so?
They're for life ain't gonna like that.
I mean, I can't call it. It depends on what Kanye you get. You can get any Kanye.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Kanye now. I'm talking about the Kanye now. I'm not talking about all time Kanye because I would rather take all time Kanye anyways.
All time Kanye's crushed a lot of niggas, but what I'm saying is like pen wise.
Let me name like two more. Go
ahead.
Okay. ASAP Rocky all time wise.
I'm asking you. How you feel about that?
No, I want to ask you the questions though. But I would say I would slightly take ASAP Rocky. Slightly.
I would take ASAP over him. Yeah.
Okay. So take, not Meek. Are we considering Meek when he's?
I would take Meek over him.
I would take Meek had a layup, but maybe it's just like the mental thing. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. You talk about the pen. I'm not talking about like the killer instinct. The killer instinct. Don't get me started on that.
I'm trying to think of somebody that is like relatively can be seen on the same level.
As who?
As Drake.
That's on the same level as him.
Pen wise, I'm trying to think that's something that's debatable. That's not debatable.
I got Joey Badass over Drake.
I don't even think he's fucking with Childish Gambino. I don't think he's fucking with Logic. I don't think he's fucking with Wale. I don't think he's fucking with, like his pen. I think his pen is not as good as we try to give him credit for because we found out most of the time it wasn't his pen. And when it's like Daylight did shit for him, it was hot shit. It's just kind of hard. He makes it. We should not have this conversation about rap.
What about Travis Scott?
I don't think he's fucking with Travis. No. And I
Travis
don't think
Scott is inconsistent as well.
Even in his inconsistencies, he's still better.
And
than
then
Travis.
there's some.
even in his inconsistencies, because you know what? He
They're
owned his
both
shit.
inconsistent.
But I'm just saying, even in his inconsistencies, he still owns the writing creds. He's still penning that shit. So up or down, left or right, that is Travis Scott. Up or down, left or right, you got a list of niggas on Drake shit. That's crazy to me. As composers or writers, it's crazy to me.
So we should compare this nigga Drake to like Lil Yachty.
Probably, yeah. At this point, because Yachty helped him too.
Even though what Yachty made was not that good.
Yeah, look, it wasn't that good. Why would you take some shit work from a shit artist?
Maybe it's laziness.
It is laziness, and that's the problem. Your pen can die from laziness.
Because I think even what you wrote Drake out of his own pen, whatever that would look like, it's still better than whatever Lil Yachty wrote for you.
I mean, what I'm saying is that I wouldn't go to Yachty for help. I don't care how cool the nigga is. I don't care. I don't care about his wave. I think your pen is so weak that 21 Savage got you.
Is he writing?
I think your shit is so trash that Future got you. I am not convinced that you a rapper at all. I'm convinced
he's in that same. He would be in that same tier then.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not better than the people I just named. Anybody, because at the end of the day, you got to prove to me that you that guy. And
on an all-time scale.
On an all-time scale, he has killed his credibility. I think his pen is so fucking trash that he cannot be in the same conversation with any rapper.
Nigga, Future's pen and 21 Savage's pen was fucking abysmal, nigga. That shit was a fucking Corolla Rose Art marker, nigga.
Hey,
that shit was bad.
I agree with you. Drake got to catch up. He got to catch up. That nigga's pen.
I think that's too low. Because
when we can start pinpointing what Drake writing, then we can have this conversation. Half the time, I don't even
so you think his pen is like Nardo Wick?
I think his shit is like fucking doo-doo on the prison wall. That's what I think it is.
Nardo Wick is basically beginning 21 Savage. Nardo Wick is not good.
I think it's doo-doo on the prison wall. That's what I think it is. I think it's
and Pluto Astronaut Future was fucking awful. That nigga would say, "I'm a dog, so I'm gonna eat that dog food."
Bars.
Fuck no, that nigga sucks. That nigga sucks.
But you understand why I'm being so hard, because I wouldn't call myself lyricist for no fucking reason. All right, I ain't been called that shit for no fucking reason. I've come across a lot of lyrical artists in my time in the music industry, and I've written a lot of shit for a lot of people. And at the end of the fucking day, all the writers, all the ghost writers is talking to each other now. A lot of them is talking to each other. You know, Moolah, Daylight, myself, all the ghost writers is talking. And at the end of the day, if Drake don't start getting his shit together in the industry, ain't nobody gonna help him no more. Period. That's just where we at. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of anything. And boy, oh boy, was niggas' phones ringing during this battle, especially after that fucking Not Like Us dropped. Niggas' phones was ringing. So he need help because he got lazy. So either he got super rich and got too comfortable and he just don't trust his pen no more, or he's just a McDonald's rapper. Get it quick. That's it.
What's
Easy
Drake's next
answer.
move?
Lay low.
Take a fucking hiatus, nigga.
Lay low and try to push another artist. Finally give an artist on OVO a chance to fucking to glow up and shit. Get out of the way. Finally have at least one of your artists on OVO blow up.
I don't see that happening.
I don't either.
I don't even know who's signed there.
Party's still there, apparently.
That's the best one.
His album just dropped, and guess what? That motherfucker's a dud. Get caught up in this. I mean, I would have pushed my shit back. I literally didn't release me and fucking Dear for Life song because I didn't want to. I didn't want nothing to do with that shit. I want to get caught up in that wave. Fuck that shit,
There
bro.
was like 4 albums that dropped, well, 5 of them that dropped
Yeah.
yesterday.
The only motherfucker that's gonna be able to drop and stop niggas is Taylor Swift. She gonna drop again this year.
Man, she writes songs 5 minutes because they're so whack. I can't stand that shit.
Man, she got bars, bro. She's the GOAT.
Can't take it.
She's running the rap game. Taylor Swift pen killing Drake. Her diss records was on point. This Kim K, all the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, don't play games with fucking little Tay Tay. She takes some heads off.
You see, I know this is off topic. You see Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend before he got with Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
I don't understand it, bro.
I don't understand it either. It was stupid.
But I guess it's a money move. It's a power move, I guess. So.
Didn't they break up?
Who, Taylor and Travis?
Yeah.
No, they're still together.
Oh, they are? Okay. Oh, boy. I tell you. Taylor Swift, man. The Taylor Swift effect is something else.
We need all this rap beef go away for a minute because it's holding up vultures too. We supposed to drop May 3rd. Now look at it, 11th, man. We can't drop all this going on, like you said.
Nigga, it's Kanye.
We holding up good music.
No.
Kanye holding up good music. Kanye distracted. His ADD kicked in. Ooh, we get rid of Drake?
They said there was a rumor yesterday that he's working on a collab album with Travis Scott now.
That would help him. That would help. That would
help. That would help who?
Kanye.
Travis? Why? How?
It would help. Especially with like the younger people.
For what? Niggas like almost reaching 30?
I think it'd be good music.
I mean, Travis Scott is not.
I think
that nigga's old
actually 25 between 25 and 30. Yeah, that's your buyer crowd right there. That's your buyer's market.
The last time I heard a Travis Scott and Kanye collab, it was "Piss on Your Grave," and it wasn't a bad song. It was, or maybe I'm missing one. Am I missing one? No, I think that is one. I think that is the song that they were on.
Just them two together on a
just them two together. Am I missing one?
I can't remember.
I think "Piss on the Grave" was the last one. It yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on everybody saying this shit about J. Cole being lucky and that he was the smartest person out of the entire like big three to
taking away from the actual topic, like bringing him up for no apparent reason. Like we don't need to be talking about J. Cole. He bowed out. Talk about somebody else. Y'all niggas are trying to just like they'll do anything to just not give Kendrick his props, bro. They'll just
They're trying their best. Kendrick won. And I don't care if anybody agrees with it. In my opinion, it was a fucking landslide. It was never close. And I haven't seen one hip hop purist that said that shit was close. Not one. Ebro.
I don't think it was close. I just think the nigga got a bucket. That's all I say.
That was a layup. Drake got fucking worked. If you go back and you examine those bars between both, like I said, Family Matters, I like to switch up. But the thing is like, dude, I knew that was his red button, bro. Because he hinted at that shit on the first one. I was like, I knew that was the red button. He thought that was going to be the one that ended it all.
Nigga, the red button was never pressed.
That shit was broke. He thought, because he got the snippet of that shit, that drop shit at the end of the fucking push-up shit. Mm-hmm. He thought that was going to be the killer.
That's what he thought.
And then he thought baiting him out with Tupac and Snoop, that showed how disconnected he is from the culture. Mm-hmm. That wasn't brilliant. Anybody that said that shit was brilliant, exit left. You don't belong. You're not a part of the culture at all. You don't belong here because you don't fuck with Pac. And the coast don't fuck with that at all. And like I told people, don't think that shit was on the whole OVO, XO bullshit. that everybody think that's what happened in Toronto. Don't be surprised if them boys out west decide to go for a little road trip. It ain't unheard of.
If the embassy gets raided, then that's definitely up. That nigga definitely lost.
Yeah. I mean, but like even as it stands right now, it's like when you have to ask your record label to step up and help you out, you lost. You lost. UMG had this like, okay, like, all right, guys, all right, it was fun while it lasted. It's not the same effect as Tupac and Big, but you know, Drake is going to suffer from this. We don't want him losing any endorsement deals and everything else. Is there any way that we can all come to an agreement that, you know, no sides won? Kendrick is like,
they even said in the
no.
They even said in the screenshot. I don't know if you have the screenshot on you.
I don't have a screenshot now.
They even said in the screenshot that Universal and Nike think Kendrick is winning on top of that.
Yeah.
So it was like a 4 bullet point. You seen it though.
Yeah. And it's like this. It's like everybody think that man won. I don't care what these delusional ass Drake fans try to come up with. Oh my God, you know, Drake killed him, and you know, he killed him here, and he never responded to the allegations. Motherfucker, hit dogs holler. You keep hitting that dog, he didn't holler. He went on, he focused on, he talked about something else. The reason why he didn't respond to the allegations is because you didn't make him a believer. You didn't rattle his foundation. In a rap battle, you gotta like make a fuck like, oh man, shit, man, that can really hurt. He never believed at any point that DV shit could hurt him. He didn't go explaining himself on a track. Fucking Drake did. Drake spent 2 minutes. Well, if I would have did that, I would have been arrested by now. I'm too rich to do shit like that. I'm too famous to do that. Like, nigga, what? Nigga, what? Wait, what? You too what? This nigga say he was too rich? He was too fake? Nigga, you are that disconnected from mankind for you to say some shit like that? Boy, get the fuck out of here.
No, that last diss for him was not it. And then on top of that, you went to the less did approach. Like,
I can tell he wrote that one. That last diss, he wrote that. His ghostwriter's like, you know what? Yeah, man.
They went with the I don't want to say that word on here. The less did approach. And
bullshit.
Yeah, you can't. One thing I want to hold that man accountable for, you got over 82 million like monthly listeners. There are some people who are fan of you that have either got that happen to them or even know someone that's got that happen to in that pool of 82 million listeners. You can't say shit like that, bro. That shit is very sensitive. You can't say shit like that. Even if your opponent, I understand, which even he even broke it down in Mother Eye. It never happened to him. His mother asked him, did that happen to you? You didn't even listen to the fucking song, dumbass.
Right. I mean, so that also, it's okay. Right there, you answered your own question. He can't even process simple lyrics.
So okay. Well, you want to read some more Big Sean bars? Let's see.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about Drake. Drake couldn't even process simple lyrics, so he got the whole thing wrong. How good of a writer is he? How great is his pen? If you can't read your opponent's lyrics and understand that there's a simple story, I'm like, bro, did you understand? Damn had 2 stories, forwards and backwards. Or you just didn't care. You just skimmed through it. But like, I believe that he listens to Kendrick shit all the way through multiple times. Yet he still missed that.
I don't think he listens to him at all.
No, he does.
I wouldn't. No. Well, I mean, there's some things you should listen to because of subliminals, but
yeah, he's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan.
I don't think he likes that nigga. Like, I don't think they. Well, I think they generally don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
I think I think in Drake's head, he'll probably listen to T-Pap and then he'll probably wonder why the fuck do you niggas like this? I think he say shit like that. Like,
They don't like each other, but there's no smoke, let alone fire.
I mean, the same
they
reason
hate
why.
each other, bro. They hate each other definitely now.
Oh, absolutely. Kendrick did what what Drake said nobody could do to him.
My hopes and dreams of a big 3 track, that shit is cooked. I'm not getting that.
So the new big 3 is Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole,
Okay Llama and Okay Llama. Bro, there is no big 3.
Big Sean.
No, Kendrick's not part of that. Move on. They not on his level.
No, it's dead. It's that big 3 shit is dead. There's no big 3. It's just Kendrick
there
now.
never really was a big 3, to be honest, but
it's just Kendrick now. Kendrick's stock is way up. So Nike need to go talk to him. Everything that Drake got going for him right now, they need to just drop it. Move on from him. This pedophilia shit ain't going away. It's not. It's not.
PDF file.
Ain't no PDF file, nigga. We on YouTube.
Come on.
We on YouTube.
PDF files. Sorry, fans, if you have been struggling with that, go get some help, bro.
Struggling with what? That Drake lost?
No, I'm saying like PDF files. Be aware. Might have some people with trauma. Just saying. Being courteous to the fan.
I love my fans. But I'm talking about Drake right now.
I know.
It's a fucking weirdo.
That shit is weird.
It is weird. It's like people are like, oh, he lied. Kendrick lied. Okay, you motherfuckers want to open up a grand jury on this shit. Okay,
what can if I could ask y'all both a question, what's the worst take you heard out of all of this? Like recently,
that Drake won. That it was a landslide victory for Drake.
Okay, that is the worst take.
I would say who said it, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I know who said it.
Probably a fucking hater.
Start some beef.
Some fucking hater. I'll say whoever. I'm about to name names after this. I don't care. I hope it do get clipped because they kicked me out of a live. So I'm about to name names. I don't give a fuck.
Kicked you out? When they kick you out?
I'm about to tell you. Go ahead. Say yours.
I would agree. The same thing that Drake won the battle. That it was unanimous.
Unanimous is a crazy take.
I've heard it though. So I mean,
I heard. Shout out to Freeze for kicking me out of the fucking chat. Well, actually, nah, your boyfriend kicked me out of the chat. So that's what happened. But what happened was somebody said J. Cole said T-Pap is trash. We should honor that opinion. And everybody started glazing them in the panel saying T-Pap is trash. Yeah, it is trash. It is trash. But then I was like, so just because he said it was trash means it's trash, even though we all know the nigga was lying. First of all, the nigga wasn't even going down his album history correctly. The nigga started at fucking Good Kid, Mad City. That's not Kendrick's first album. It's just fucking stupid.
No.
So and then the second thing, which I said this nigga was fucking yapping. He was playing Talk A Lot Simulator up there on the fucking panel. So this nigga doubled down and said Kendrick Lamar don't be outside. Then I look up, I'm on my computer. I look up, I said, when was Kendrick Lamar's last concert? The nigga's last concert was a month ago in Mexico.
Yeah.
You're a fucking retard. You're just chatting. So, hey. Sorry, we're not supposed to say that word up here. You're redacted. Chatting? No, redacted.
Oh, I thought chatting was bad.
No, not that word. But that's actually a positive word. Positively nice word.
And they learned that I meant what I said when I put that video out was like a month ago, 2 months ago. I said I do not talk to casuals, and ever since I put that video up, the approach has been different. It's like I don't talk to them, and a lot of these guys they be thinking that like, oh yeah, I rap too. I go to the studio. I got a mixtape out. I got an album out. Blah blah blah. Okay. So I mean, you should have an understanding on how this shit really works. So if you say that T-Pap is trash, that means you don't have a creative fucking bone in your body. I mean, you don't have an understanding on the album structure itself and why it was structured that way.
That's just facetious, bro. It's when you deliberately do something on purpose. Just
exactly. It's like you just want to be a contrarian.
Yeah,
you want to say
no one has that opinion like that, and only ones that have that opinion like that is OVO fans. Like I fucking saw. Like
yeah, it's like if you're a Drake Glazer, of course you're gonna think that anything that Kendrick does sucks.
Yeah,
of course you're gonna feel that way. You're not gonna feel strongly about anything positive that man does. I'm like, dude, your fucking superstar is literally performing in a BMX outfit. He is dressed like a fucking biker at all times when he fucking performs. He has a stupid ass outfit that he wears. It's like a scene out of the Warriors movie. You ever see the Warriors?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude! It's like, the fuck am I looking at? Why is he wearing this shit?
It's just like a no jumper host or something.
Man, fuck the no jumper. Yeah, I said it. Clip that too.
I agree with you.
Vlad, throw him in there too.
Yeah, those are some real vultures. I mean, I know you can call Drake a vulture, but if you want to talk about some real vultures, no jumper, DJ Vlad, that's as thick as it gets right there, bro.
Exactly. I'm not looking at a fucking script when I say that shit either. You're like, dude, I don't respect those guys. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I can't stand it. Those be the main people that try to shit on Kendrick is these so-called rappers. They're like, okay, get your bars up or get your connects up and go do something different. You don't like them, go do something about them.
I guarantee you, if the shoe was on the other foot, bro, the timeline would be unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
But like, since you're going against basically the underdog, because nobody believed in this man, and I hate that us as a black community we tear this man down just because he doesn't sound like Future. Is sad to me.
It's just weird
sonically. He's so like, I understand like he needs a lot of attention to listen to, like he does. He's not like the most like you put
easily
him on.
Digested.
Yeah, he's not like easily digested, which is a fair take. It is fair, but his content is good if you actually give him the attention and be patient. Like, but it's just sad. He won't garnish that kind of attention. Like,
well, I mean, like he said, he dropped music to electrify people, which he does. Drake dropped music to pacify. So, oh yeah, I just gave you For All the Dogs last year. Let me give you Scary Hours 3. But we're going to make it a deluxe edition. Okay, let me go feature with 4 Bats. Let me do this. Let me do that. Oh, Sexy Red is out. Okay, let me go do something else with her. You know, so like the need to keep doing things because he feel like he has to stay in front of the fans. Kendrick don't have that problem. I said this before. Kendrick could go away for 5 years and still have his fans waiting for him because the shit that he does. Now, when June comes, I hope everybody is going to be satisfied that y'all got an album from him sooner than later. It doesn't take Kendrick forever to drop albums. I don't know where the fuck this shit came from. It doesn't take him that long. Cole takes longer than Kendrick. I don't understand why people they miss that. If you go look at that shit right now, you research it, Cole has taken longer than both Kendrick and Drake to drop an album. And it's just crazy to me.
I question J. Cole's creativity anyways. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because that Kill Edward shit, that shit is still bad. That's my only knock against him, but he a good dude though.
Now you're being nice. Fuck all that. J. Cole is a pedestrian. Okay.
That's crazy.
I think it's
a good
like,
dude.
It's like, oh,
saw him on the beach with that one girl. I was like, you know what? You a good guy, but I still have doubts about you.
Like, you got socks and flip flops in your laptop in the sand. Everything can't be okay. Okay. It's like,
this all feels like a movie, don't it?
It does feel like a fucking movie. It's like it's
Like a
unreal.
fucking anime or some shit.
It's just like J. Cole. I don't think I'm gonna copy your album when it comes out.
You're gonna see this nigga get you're gonna see this nigga's gonna ask what's your take on it and shit like that. Like it ain't really had nothing to do with him, like honestly. But like I could see how you think mentally. Like, what if you were part of that? Like these supposed to be basically your brothers, and they just killing each other. Like, and you're just like on the sideline looking and shit like that. Like you look crazy. Like you also apologize, bowed out, but now everybody gives you flack for it because you know you stepped out a good time. It's not like you didn't. You stepped out at a really good time. So you just on the sidelines, just chilling, waiting to see how this shit unfold, and then like they probably gonna want to hear from your perspective on a song or two. So,
and I'm glad Kendrick kept tagging him. I'm glad he kept jabbing him too. This like, I thought he was going to.
They both were doing that, wasn't they? They both referenced him on each track by track.
So like Drake did it to reference in general. Kendrick did it to diss him. So yeah, he dissed
him. He wasn't dissing him.
Yeah, he dissed him.
Come on.
He dissed him a couple times.
I thought it was more so like a whatever. He
said Cole was foul. Something about the owl, bird bitches, and some shit like that. You know, yeah. He said that Cole sidestep and some other shit. Yeah, he he kept referencing him in a not in a positive manner. I knew that their relationship was foul when he had. Was over when he called him foul. When the West Coast nigga call you foul, they ain't gonna fuck with you. They ain't gonna fuck with you. You done. You done. It's like, man, homie foul. But when you hear the words, that's over. That's it. That's game time. So, yeah. So we ain't getting that Kendrick and Cole album.
Oh, that shit was been cooked since like last
first person shooter.
Yeah, that shit was cooked.
It's his first person shooter. That shit was done.
That shit actually been cooked because they probably had a conversation before and we all don't even know. I'm not getting that.
Yo,
but you know what we can get? We can get an Alchemist Kendrick album.
OV ho.
Can we all agree that Sexy Red is a plant?
Define a plant.
Listen, this image that Sexy Red portrays is terrible for our community.
Oh my God, she's so fucking
horrible.
That's more like a puppet. It's not revenuing that much money.
Well, the
people to plant standards, at least I don't.
People that are putting her in front of us, I'm saying, are putting her in front of us in our community for a reason. She's not just some random chick that they picked. And she's not I wouldn't say she's the most talented person in the world. But Drake is getting money to promote her. And the stuff that she's saying, the quotables that she says, the stuff that she says that people repeat. They're not going to plant the Lauryn Hills. They're not going to plant the Erykah Badu's. They're going to plant the Cardi B's, the Sexy Reds, these people that have terrible residual effects on our children, because they're trying to affect our community in a negative light.
You take that back about Cardi B. It's
obvious. It's obvious to me.
Sexy Red is even worse though.
But you know what? Cardi B literally said what you said. She said she does not listen to any of this music. She doesn't like it. It's not good for the community. She said it as a person that's in it. Look, she's still number one.
Number one is more
female rappers. She's number one
right now.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Industry. If you go by industry standards, popularity, all that shit. At the end of the day, when Cardi dropped, she can
have all that. She ain't better than Little Sims. I don't care.
I understand that. I'm not talking about from that sense. I'm talking about right now. It's like as far as like who's number one. Cardi's number one. Looks like Megan Stallion Number 2, Nicki.
You saying
Number
that thing
3.
like commercial wise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like that's
No,
cool.
Lil Sim. Just,
Oh, what about Lotto?
Lotto for like 5 or 6.
Lotto gotta be better than Nicki.
I mean, but that's the problem. It's like Nicki's like she's still.
I don't care. They all mid to me.
Ice Spice. It's another one that's mid.
Ice Spice. Yes. Well, I got to put her ahead of Nicki too. So I say Cardi, Megan, Ice
Lotto.
Spice, Nicki.
Lotto is better than Ice Spice for sure.
Doja Cat's better than all of them.
Doja smoking them.
Doja got to be up there too. Doja. You can make an argument she can be one.
I
She
would take.
popped though. She popped though, but this not her album was. It was a hip hop album. It was more hip hop than Drake's For All the Dogs. It was better than For All the Dogs, honestly.
She
Scarlett
makes
was
good
better.
music.
Scarlett was better.
But then I have them as the same score, so I don't really care.
Nigga, how do you remember all your scores?
I remember all my scores. I remember
Man, that's right.
because I make videos on them.
Yeah, you watch your own.
Look, actually, look.
A lot.
I got a whole pad. I keep all my notes. I keep all my notes on albums right here.
This nigga can't be like,
I
You're
got my
right,
book,
Kay.
too.
I keep all my notes and
That's how we do it.
I jot down my thoughts on paper and pad.
Yep.
I got a smaller one too. I mean, I be on here listening to music while jotting things down.
no, you be watching yourself, commenting on yourself. Good job, Kay.
No.
You're a great man, Kay.
I have a platform for that. It's not a big one, but I
You refer to yourself in the third person. Kay
No.
did a good job.
No. My editor carries me. I'm gonna shout out my editor. Shout out Gabe. He carries me.
Yeah, man. Your editor's good, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll tell him you said that.
Yep. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Is there anything else y'all want to share? Because we keep going. I don't give a fuck.
Let's see.
Hey, y'all. The reason why y'all not getting episodes is because of Kay. Kay just be bullshitting around all the time, man. He makes it seem like he's too busy to hang out with us anymore.
No, I work a lot.
That's not true.
Don't
And-
do that.
Y'all don't like me anyway, so
Yeah, no,
That's
no, they
not true.
don't. It's like where that dark skin nigga.
They don't like me, bro. It's okay because I be too critical.
Hey, it's cool though. No, ain't no such thing as being too critical.
I am too
Let me talk about Ma. Ma from like Rory and Ma, like the podcast. and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
What's
he
he talking
is between him and academics. I'm like, y'all some literal Drake plants. Y'all some Drake plants. If academics got involved in the video or Ma, like the actual beef and shit, and Ma did too, I'm like, man, that shit ain't cool, man.
Yeah.
Y'all try to run plays in the battle that didn't even like include y'all.
Maul is literally like mauling Drake's dick. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He's
Did y'all see Ish on the Joe Budden podcast?
yeah, he was worse.
That was crazy. It was this to him.
He was broken by that, bro. It was like he was hurt that he's like,
What diss did it for y'all? Like,
what's this?
what diss was more impactful to y'all?
Euphoria, bro. Euphoria was a great.
Let me tell you my experience from Meet the Grams. I felt like a ghost was literally on my first listen. I did not want to listen to that song again because it was so scary.
What, Meet the Grams?
Yes, it was so scary and it got worse through every verse. I was like, bro, if you're Drake right now and you heard this, it's one thing if you're the listener hearing this, but if you're the actual person, oh my god, that shit sounded like a fucking ghost.
That was the Alchemist.
That
right?
was phenomenal what that nigga story told. Because Jesus Christ, I thought I was like, y'all know the Naruto character Itachi?
Yeah.
It was like that nigga looked at you one time and that's all you heard. That whole scenario. You're going through all sorts of types of bullshit and you're in a genjutsu. I was like, oh, fuck, man. This nigga cooked you terribly. I was like, yeah, he won.
bro.
After that song, he won. It was. I don't care. Nothing. Not like us. To me, was just like a bonus track.
That was a bonus track
At that point.
But it's like when I heard Euphoria, I was like, "Is this what he's in?" Man, y'all know we did the pod. I said, if that's what he's in store for?" I was like, "Drake can't win this." I said it from Jump Street. Euphoria, I was like, nah. And he's saying that he got more, and he's baiting him to like, and he's also warning him at the same time, like, don't do it, bro. Because the shit I hit you with next, you ain't gonna like it. And then like 616 is like, I'm like, damn, bro. It's like
616 is the one that Alchemist actually produced.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's Alchemist? Okay.
And that was a light approach too.
That one's lighter than all four of them.
Yeah, I mean, he went light, but he also was like, dude, you keep fucking with fire, man. You're gonna find out what this shit's really about. You know, but hearing Euphoria, hear him respond to push-ups like that, and I was like, if this is what Kendrick's in store for, I'm like, this ain't for the dancers and people that want to dance to beef songs and shit. This is for rappers. This is for lyricists. This is for hip-hop purists. And if the hip-hop purists cling to this Euphoria shit, Drake is in trouble. I meant that shit wholeheartedly. I'm like, and as it unfolded, one after another, even when he stepped on Family Matters release, I went back. I had to go back and listen to Family Matters like multiple times, like to really process what Drake was saying and doing. And I was like, shit. I'm like, Family Matters didn't hit as hard. And that was the thing, is that Drake didn't have the quotables. He had Kendrick made him forgettable in the battle. Every move that he made Drake forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
And
the Alchemist definitely helped out with Meet the Grams. Go ahead though.
Yeah.
I just
and
looked it up.
it's like, y'all could go back and listen to all those disc records. You're gonna find a ton of Easter eggs, a ton of quotables and everything. I mean, he has some quotable shit, and Not Like Us just took it over the top. That whole song is one big ass quotable.
We dumbed it down for those stupid fans. That's how I think
for
that
the
was.
dumbass Drake fans.
Just to dumb it down, just so you niggas can understand. That's what I feel like that was. Because I think the best diss is Meet the Grams. I'm sorry. That shit is the best diss.
Absolutely. And number two to that was Family Matters. I'll say it. Yeah. Number two to that was Family Matters.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Number two to that was Family Matters. Yeah.
Family Matters is the second best diss out of all of them?
Yeah. No. It was because I'm saying what was directed at Kendrick. Push-ups, no. Push-ups, no. Push-ups was for everybody. I wanted all this shit. I wanted Kendrick to have all the smoke. I wanted his response to be all the smoke for Kendrick. And he gave that energy to Kendrick the most in Family Matters. His little fucking exit plan with the heart.
So Euphoria and Not Like Us is not better than that?
No, what I'm saying I got to give Drake one. You know what I'm saying? I would say Drake best attempt at going at him directly. The most energy that was focused was in Family Matters. Even though, yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit, but at the end of the day, it was a good approach for him. It was better than push-ups because he didn't spread his shots out. He gave most of his shots to Kendrick, and then he, sprinkled the other shit over. But yes, Euphoria is a better song. 616 is a better song. Everything that Kendrick dropped was better songs than Family Matters. But if I had to talk about the best out of the battle, if I had to just from like the shots being thrown, the most shots that was thrown on Family Matters at Kendrick.
The reason why I have a problem with the logic you're saying is just because you say that there are multiple shots throughout both songs, but they're both doing the same thing. And then on top of that, you can make an argument Family Matters bars towards Kendrick was worse because that nigga brought up Baby Keem rights for him. That was one of the main things that was bad. That was awful.
But you know what? The thing is that he
lied.
Match. Yeah, he had to match energy. You know what I'm saying? Which it was a bold-faced lie. But what I'm saying is that it was all direct shit. If I'm going by the shots thrown, right? if we treat it like boxing, jab, 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 and they're counting the jabs that connect, right? Family Matters had the most jabs. Meet the Grams had the most power shots. You get what I'm saying?
Meet the
So
Grams that don't even compare. Jesus.
no, it was jabs, but it has a ton of quotables, but jabs and power shots. What I'm saying is that the jabs and push-ups was trash. The jabs and tailor-made was trash. Drake's most significant shots was taken in Family Matters. That's why I said that if I had to go by the jabs thrown, he didn't do what he did in push-up. He actually sprinkled the disses for like the other guys towards like the middle or the end, and he had more shots at Kendrick. Even though it was a bunch of bullshit, it was still, if I had to look at it and just listen to it from like, you know, a competitive point of view, he did have some shots in there, but it wasn't significant.
That was his bomb. He had so much invested in that. He shot a video.
Yeah.
Maybe we're assessing two different things. I just think push-ups had better shots. And I think even though he was lying on push-ups or being disingenuous on push-ups, I felt like Family Matters, the shots that he took at Kendrick weren't like when he went at Kendrick's height on push-ups. I feel like they were more wittier on push-ups. But when he went on Family Matters, I just think like the whole entirety of the song is also bloated. But then also, yeah, I agree with you. There are multiple shots, but there's multiple shots for everybody on both songs. But then like the shots at Family Matters, I have a problem with like the Baby King thing. Like that shit was unnecessary. You saying, "Oh, Kendrick opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now." Like you're mad because there's more Grammys than you. You're mad. You're actually giving him a compliment.
Yeah.
Another thing that if I could try to sway your opinion, I'm trying to think of some. Another bar that Drake said, it was something about the Dave Free line, which that got debunked. There's some bars on there that got debunked, but when you go after this nigga's height, it wasn't debunked on push-ups. It wasn't that much of a debunking on push-ups.
Right.
So I guess that's my separation. But
I mean, well, I said what you said at the beginning of the pod, that everything that Drake could have thrown at him was debunked. That's why I think that this ass whooping that he got, it was an ass whooping. Kendrick literally gifted him with extra rounds. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah. Gifted him with
extra rounds. Gave him extra rounds. He wanted him to come back. He
was carrying him.
He wanted him to throw his best shots at him. He wanted his best shit. And Drake just kept falling flat. He wanted it.
I don't think there was not much he could have said to him, honestly.
I mean, Push silenced that nigga. Silenced him.
No, I'm saying like as like Drake to Kendrick, I don't think there was a lot he could say other than like, you know, the short jokes, maybe putting your hand on your girl. I thought the one bar he said on Family Matters was good where I'm not condoning it, where he was like what he said, did you put your hand on your girl? Is it because she's bigger than you?
Bigger than you, yeah.
I thought that was witty, but
I mean, I thought the shit that he said at the end was witty. Of was it Family Matters? Like Whitney,
that was Family Matters. That's the bar I was talking about. That was on Family Matters.
Like Whitney, if you need anything, you know.
Oh no, that was
hit me up and I'll hit you back, and I promise.
That was Hard Part 6.
Okay.
So that wasn't even, but the Hard Part 6 is
but that was the best part, you know. But the thing is, it's like. Even the Drake fans don't know his best quotables. Like, what's the best quotables from the diss? What's the best quotables from this entire battle? I can name all the fucking Kendrick shit.
There's too many.
It's too many. Kendrick shit it made you think. It made you like, God damn, like this dude been covering this shit up and do it. Like, oh, lies. Like, y'all gotta debunk the fucking lies about it's too many people that's researching. These internet nerd blogger motherfuckers are literally researching and they're finding this little girl, the same little girl, not the girl that was originally found. They're all coming up with the same shit of like the little girl and stuff on Twitter. They're showing it on Twitter. Now it's making its way over to TikTok and everything. It's like, Drake, after these people done find this dirt, What you gonna say?
He's
Now,
cooked.
these delusional motherfuckers try to go back on some old tweets and like, oh, this is where Kendrick got his bars from about OV ho and blah blah blah. Like, stop. This 8 years old. Stop. Who cares?
Yeah, swag.
If he got it from tweets, so fucking what? From 8 years ago, so what?
I don't believe he did.
Nigga still wasn't saying it till now.
Exactly. And guess what? He outbarred. He outbarred him. I don't care what y'all say. He outwitted him. He outbarred him. He outmaneuvered him. He outplanned him. He outshowmanshiped him.
But Lyricist, you remember when I told you, because we were talking about Most Def, and he said the shopping thing.
Yeah.
I told you, I was like, if I'm Most Def, I take this matchup. This is the reason why I was saying.
Yeah, you kept, man, you said it multiple pods. You said that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm Most Def, I take this matchup because I view Most Def as like maybe
legendary.
I think he's top 10. I think is anything he's low top 10. But like, yeah, if I think I had this take on I had this take for the longest. I said if Drake goes against any nigga that is competent lyrically, he's going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Competent lyrically and creativity, because that matters. You have to have the two. But when in Kendrick's case, he's like, that's like 10 notches. Like, you fucked with your death, buddy. Like,
bro, let me tell you exactly how bad this is. So now this shit's over with.
Yeah.
The industry looking at you like, is your bags packed yet?
No,
are you ready to leave? Okay, well,
go.
No, they're gonna let him walk.
Not these
they're gonna let
streets.
Huh?
Not these TikTok streets, but go ahead.
Oh, no, I hear you. But it's like they're like, are you ready to go? If you're not, we're sorry, you still gotta leave out the back door and out the front. That's where Kendrick goes. So he's not going to be received the same. I mean, I didn't know about the beef between him and Pharrell. I didn't know about that. I don't know how I missed that. Because he had the line where he said, you know, come get Pharrell's legacy from out of my house.
I thought that was pretty.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means all of his accomplishments are in his house.
I don't understand that still. I still don't understand it.
He's trying to take credit for
I think he's trying to say, figuratively speaking, that he has a lot of accomplishments and all of Pharrell's accomplishments are in his house. Even though yes, I agree, they're literally not, but in a figuratively way, that's what he was trying to say. It was disrespectful either way. So
I'll put you like this. Pharrell was responsible for Pusha T. And boy, oh boy, did he fuck up your legacy.
Yeah, Pharrell said he don't rock with Wayne or Birdman either.
Yeah, I believe it. Come get his fucking legacy. Like, man, his legacy still sitting in your house.
Family Matters. This is a song that you said is his best, bro. You didn't say that shit on push-ups, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, he took a lot of jabs at Kendrick on Family Matters. He didn't have more on push-ups than he did on Family Matters. That's why I said I had to give him some respect for that, because I'm like, okay, well, you jab back. I'm trying to be a dick and take it personal, but I'm like, bro, that would be a battle I love to take too. I would love to take that shit.
What, to Drake?
Yeah, I would love to take that shit. Y'all think fucking Kendrick is disrespectful? Holy shit! I could name some. He lucky he ain't pissed off a motherfucker like Royce the 5'9". He lucky.
He would be disingenuous.
It's like
Joe Budden already did him like that.
And the thing is that Royce would do him worse than what Joe did. And Joe was
the thing. Joe destroyed this nigga Drake. I don't think
he did. He absolutely.
I think he did.
That shit was non-effective and unimpactful.
Yeah, not effective, not impactful to us, to the masses, but to Drake, oh my god, Drake respect the fuck out that nigga for that shit. Drake always. Cool. Drake has been calling this dude the entire battle, texting him and everything else. Yeah, they're cool now. They have a love-hate relationship, but it's like big brother, little brother shit.
Wow.
That's why when Joe tagged him the way that he did, he's like, I don't want to do you like this, but I'm gonna have to do you like this because you can't keep going on the way you're going on. So it's like he lucky that he's dealing with a Kendrick and not dealing with a Joe Budden or dealing with a Game or dealing with a 50 Cent. 50 Cent don't have to be lyrical. The fact that he's direct and he's disrespectful and he does his research and he know how to get dirt, Drake would never be able to beat a person like 50 Cent. Never.
Drake can't even beat Kendrick. Kendrick better than all of them niggas. I'm sorry.
Drake can't even beat Common.
No. He can't beat anybody lyrically and creatively
inclined.
You can't competent any of those. Any nigga that has some level of competency in a 1v1, he is not beating, bro.
I don't want to say that to discredit Common. Common's a great MC.
And I say this.
Yeah, no. Common would be.
I say this. If ASAP decided to go after him and he goes at him the right way, at this present moment, Drake could get cooked.
They're gonna diminish ASAP. I already know.
No, that's if he decides to go all in now that Drake is done, now that Kendrick is done, which I expect for him to take a big shot at him. I expect that.
He's coming out with an album anyways.
Yeah, he's gonna take a big shot at him.
We ain't gonna remember ASAP for his albums. We gonna remember ASAP well, I guess
I just remember the nigga from the 2010s. I'm sorry.
People that are tapped in, yeah. But
yeah.
I'm saying in general, we're gonna remember him for being with Rihanna and having a baby.
No, I don't remember him for that.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, I don't remember him for that. I remember. I mean, I still respect him as an artist.
I'm not disrespecting his music at all, but does he have any classics?
No.
His first one, yes, he does.
No.
His first one, yes, he does. Yes, he
No.
does. Yes, he does. Dear for Life, yes, he does.
No.
He does. He does.
Yes, he is a great.
His first album, his mixtape.
He is not a bad artist at all. I will say that.
No, I just think the nigga died off after testing. The nigga was trash after testing. Live Love ASAP is fucking a beautiful album, and Long Live ASAP is good. His first three is good. His trilogy, he has a trilogy.
I don't think he has a classic though. That's just crazy.
It's not crazy.
It is crazy. That's just,
you think Drake has a classic?
An artist of his caliber, yeah, he's good, but he's not in a tier where he's earned a classic yet. I don't think he's not in that conversation yet.
He has a classic. Any rapper can get a classic. I'm not gonna hold a nigga back just because you didn't earn it. Because I feel like the community or like the rap community doesn't believe he has a classic. Like, no, the nigga has a classic. It has a good album.
But is it a classic according to you, or is it a classic according to like? I'm trying to understand. Like, what do you mean by that?
I think he's earned the right to say he has a classic. Live Love ASAP is a classic. I don't see how that's a bad thing. Do you think
he believes that he has a classic?
Yes. I think he believes he has a classic. Yes. It's just one, it's just one project. I really want to say two, but I'm gonna concede and say one. Definitely the first mixtape. That's all I'm saying.
So if they was to do a top 50 classic albums of all time,
it wouldn't be in there.
Wouldn't be in there? Top 100?
No.
Top 1,000?
I mean, it's 1,000 albums. I never heard 1,000 classics. Have you?
But that's what I'm saying is that we kick around a terminology classic. I'm like, bro, you talk about like top 20, top.
What is a classic to you?
So one thing that I've learned is that replay value don't matter when it comes to a classic. It's about the connection, it's about the direction, it's about the overall lyricism. So
he has that.
So the lyricism, but you gotta have the total package. Can I enjoy this album? Yeah. Can I dissect it? Can I be in a position to dissect this album?
Can I read off some songs for you?
Go for it.
And see if that's classic worthy. Just songs. My argument was I'm gonna be consistent. My argument was the first album. So, have you heard Palace? Have you heard that song? Okay. Have you heard Brand New Guy? Okay. Have you heard let's see. Have you heard Pesos Bass?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you heard Purple Swag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get Lit is a fucking skip. You heard Trilla, ASAP Nas with ASAP 12E. Have you heard any of the? Have you heard any of this?
I heard
this,
ASAP.
have you heard this album before?
I heard Adam. Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
I really want to say Love Live ASAP too, but you definitely heard. Okay, if I could go to the other one, you heard.
I said it was a great album. I just don't think it was classic.
What would you rank? Okay, what would you rate the first two albums?
Probably like 8.
Okay, 8 is fair. 8 is a fair score. Yeah. And what was the second one?
I want to say the second one. I want to get that at 8 too.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But we give other 8s in we talked about other 8s on this channel and we gave them and we anointed it as a classic. We've done that before.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that an album could be great, but it doesn't have classic qualities. Damn is classic quality. You know why it's a classic quality? What separates it from the rest?
Because it has more memory. It has more memorable songs.
It's one big ass rewind. It's like Nas's Rewind. You listen from the front to the back and then play that shit backwards.
Didn't y'all give Nothing Was the Same a classic?
I said that's arguably one of his.
I didn't say. I said Drake has no classics, but that's his best album.
Oh yeah, I know you said it, but Lyricist said that's a classic.
I said arguably one of his classics. Arguably.
Okay, and do you think Take Care is a classic?
I don't think Take Care is a classic.
Okay.
No.
Do you think what's another?
I think Take Care was the Weeknd's album.
Take Care is the Weeknd's album.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Do you think Dirty Sprite 2 is a classic?
No.
No? You don't think it's a trap classic?
No.
Okay.
I think Thug Motivation is
that is a classic.
Yeah, trap class. I'm just giving an example. That's a definition.
I know, but I'm trying to think of albums that are 8s to your
to my standards.
To your standards.
Revival.
Okay, yeah. All right, move on.
Wait, is any of Nas's, and I'm not saying they're 8s or anything, but is any of Nas's albums in the 2020s a classic?
Yeah.
They are classics.
Yeah, I can't like the King Disease, like the King Disease, like that series. I think he has it's like what? It's 3 of them.
It's 3 of them for Magic. It's 3 of them for King Disease.
Okay, so here's what I have to say: King Disease 3 is like an 8.5.
Okay, an 8. So that, and you said that's a classic.
So I would say Magic, the first 2 was good.
Magic 2 is the worst of all the 6.
I don't think it was that bad.
Magic 2 compared to Magic 1, Magic 3.
I don't think it was that bad. I mean, Magic 3 was dope. Magic 3 was fucking dope.
I'm just saying Magic 2 is the worst of the 6.
Yeah. I mean, but I would say out of the entire series, okay, Magic 2 probably like a 7.
I give it a 6.
Okay. So I would say that entire series. So the entire King Disease series, I'll get that a 8.5, 9.
I think if you say, I think all the King Disease was an 8, but I probably give King Disease 1 a 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. But then Magic 1 is better than King Disease 1. But I don't think Magic 1 is better than 2 or 3 of King Disease.
Right.
And then Magic 3 is phenomenal as well.
Yeah, because I think King Disease 3, Magic 3, those are arguably in my classic conversation. I like them both.
But they're 8s. You get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
You have them at 8. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but in my opinion, even though these are more relative because we just heard them basically, and I know ASAP Rocky's album is like that was in 2011 and the other one was in 2013, but like they're still 8s. Like, even though I don't think, because we're not saying that even though Nas has been definitely great in the 2020s, we're not saying that it's his most memorable work, because it's not. His most memorable work is his very first album and his very first 3-album run. So, I mean, I think it's just what we remember or not.
Well, I mean, I feel like this. Not every 8 album is a classic. It could be a good album, but it could miss some key components that could have made it classic. It could have been a damn good fucking album, but it's just like, okay, I still feel like something was missing, you know. And those are the things that take away from like the ability to call it a classic, you know. And it could have been some songs that fell flat. That's why it's an 8. It could have been some bad production. That's why it's an 8. You know, but lyricism
is Acid Rap a classic?
Acid Rap by
Chance. Is that a classic?
I can't call it. I don't think Chance has any classics.
And see that I don't, and I guess this is where our disconnect is, because I think this is a classic.
Yeah, it's like, and the thing is, it's like I had to judge by impact too. Acid Rap was good, but Acid Rap came out in an era like where it had a lot of competition of better albums.
What, in that year?
Yeah.
2013. I mean, 2013 was a good year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to say there was other battles, if you want to say there was other albums.
What about bottoms?
I said battles. If there was other albums that were better in 2013 than Acid Rap, I mean, I'm not arguing that. I'm just arguing this.
You would say that I was biased by using this artist, all right? Royce the 5'9", Booker Ryan, 9.
Booker Ryan is good. Oh, no, I didn't give it a 9. I thought it was good. I didn't give it a 9 though.
It was
That's
a
my
9
favorite album from him though.
But I can't say it's a classic because I feel like it was missing something. Had it been a consistent story, dope. The Allegory, a classic. The reason why I said it was a classic, and I give that a 9 as well, is because he actually had a connecting story throughout the entire Allegory, and that's why I fuck with it. So I'm big on stories. I'm big on album having themes, sticking to that thing. But if it's bouncing all over the place like a West Side Guns album, I can't really fuck with it.
West Side Gun album. West Side Gun has a classic. Does he not? Or you probably have a bias towards that. You don't think so?
What's my bias towards West Side Gun? Bro? I really think.
West Side Gun is a guy that, you know, he could be inconsistent lyrically too.
I like him. West Side Gun.
I like him too.
I get what you're saying.
I think he's out of his prime, and he deserves to be slandered for it. Because I think his classic, it has to be Fly God. Has to be. Yeah, it has to be Fly God. It's when he has the blood dripping out of his eyes.
Around like that, man.
Huh?
If an artist sucked by it, I'm like,
you can suck and drop a classic though.
No, you can't. Like,
yeah, you can. It's possible.
Lyricist, you don't like West Side Gun?
No,
he don't. He don't like him.
No, at all.
West Side Gun. You can suck and have a classic, nigga. Like this idea that you can't be ass cheeks and drop a classic, you can do it, nigga. It's possible. Because I think A$AP Rocky sucks now, and I think the nigga has a classic.
I don't think he sucks. I just think
he's not the worst rapper, but I think right now he's a shell of himself. Nigga's a shell of himself. But that's just me.
Is West Side Gun a better rapper than 21 Savage?
Yes. All time, yes.
Yes.
Especially all time. He does not have the peak 21 has.
21 doesn't have a classic either.
I think Without Warning is a classic.
Of course you would think that because you're a 21 fan.
No, I'm not. Dear for Life. I broke it down when he walked away. I am not. I don't think that high of him. I really don't.
Yes, you do.
He understands what I was trying to tell him. I don't.
I understand his stance.
I see the poster in your background, bro.
What poster? I ain't got no
21.
damn poster. Nah, nigga.
That was his number on the basketball team, 21.
Fuck
no. My number actually was 34. I'm not gonna cap.
Can't hoop.
Oh shit. Damn, I dropped something.
The hell was that?
I dropped my phone. My fault.
Like, what the fuck was that?
I
All right.
dropped my phone was like on top of my PC, and it's just like
Yeah, that shit went down for. I'm like, God damn, did somebody throw a chair at you, bro?
nah.
No, I was just fucking with you. All right, y'all. Let's wrap this shit up. So we've been chatting a lot, but this is to make up for the episodes that we missed. But until we come back with some more crazy shit, hopefully nothing else happens because we've been doing like a lot of pop-up shows and stuff like that. And I appreciate you guys for watching the hell out of the last 2 episodes, man. Y'all went crazy. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. We appreciate y'all. And to the next podcast.